In tonight's episode of Sounds of the Underground, we are visiting an old friend from Chicago, Sir.Vixx slash Roarshok. We grew up together in Berwyn area, and later on in life, I find out that he's running a breakcore label called Mobcore, and also started a scene in the city. And also, we sat down with him, and he kind of talked about all of this, and then we had a wonderful night of just listening to Chicago breakcore music. So enjoy this interview that we did, and thanks for stopping by. So we're sitting down. Can you tell us your artist name and where you're from, where we're at right now?
Sure. My name is Sir.Vixx slash Roarshok, and we are at the Burlington Bar on Fullerton in Chicago.
Cool. Can you just chat about like what got you into the music, how it all started at the beginning?
It's kind of crazy. So the whole music thing that started for me was my uncle was a sound man for many years, doing sound for various bands like Ministry and lots of wax track stuff and just all over the boards. So he used to give me CDs and excuse me, he used to give me CDs and like tapes and all these, like promo stuff that never came out, and I would hear all this crazy cool music. Like the first time I ever heard Aphex Twin was a promotional CD that my uncle gave me when I was like 12 or something, and I was like, whoa, what is this? This is kind of what I want to do. And I was in punk bands, in the 90s, as we know each other, as you know.
Yeah.
And, we had our run with that. But when I saw Delta 9 live, that was the moment when I was like, okay, I know what I want to do. I want to make like hardcore music.
Oh yeah. Can you kind of talk about your music production process? Like, how do you make your music?
Oh, like my production process? Well, it's varied over the years. Currently, right now, I do a lot of guitar recording, vocal manipulation, like digital signal processing, building kicks, things like that. But a lot of it, I use Ableton. Shout out to Ableton if they want to give me a free, a free sponsorship. We really, could use that. That's we love Ableton. I'm still on number 11. I'd like to get up to 12, but yeah, it's a wonderful program, and I switched from I went from Acid Pro in the 90s to Reason, which I really liked, but I felt like there was just it had like a sound that almost sounded like Reason. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but like anytime I made something in Reason, it sounded like I made it in Reason.
Oh.
And then once I switched to Ableton, it's like kind of where I found my sound.
Yep, that's cool. So after you started making your music, when did the whole record label start?
Okay, so that's kind of a weird, strange question. So we started out as like a party crew, and it was just me and my friends, Sasquatch in the other room, Nigel being company included. We were all just kind of sitting around, and we'd be listening to music and listening to breakcore and stuff like that. And we're like, no one's really doing this around here. So we're like, hey, let's just do some bar shows, let's just invite some people and see who we can get. And our first show was at the Underground Lounge with 8 Cylinder, who's awesome. I don't know if you're familiar with 8 Cylinder, great artist. And then Delta 9 headlining. So it was a really, really cool show. And it was kind of history from there. And then we kind of decided, after all the years of doing shows, I was kind of sitting with some friends, and Peace Off kind of fell off of the map, and Ad Nauseum and all those breakcore labels that were like so key into the just like kind of like they were like the building blocks or bricks of breakcore. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a free label. I'm gonna do new guys, old guys, everybody, and just I'm gonna give it out for free because I want people to see that this music's still going on and thriving.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite parts of your Bandcamp is everything's free.
You got it. no, in this economy, like, come on, and let's be real. And I don't want to sound like this economy guy, but you know, who can afford anything right now? I mean, if you can't afford a carton of eggs, who can afford a song? You know?
It's true. It's true. Who were some of the first artists that you worked with on the label?
Oh, like collaborations?
Yeah.
The first artists, and it's kind of crazy. The first artists that I can mention. Some people I have worked with that I don't really get along with anymore, and you know we won't mention those people, but that's okay. But you know I don't air dirty laundry. But definitely there's quite a few. Actually, believe it or not, I did an old school collaboration with Ruby My Dear, but they weren't called Ruby My Dear back then. They were called Doc Calabri.
Are doors now or at 8 or 8:30?
Doors are at 8, and then the show's at 8:30. Oh, sorry, I was just doing an interview real quick. I'll be right with you.
We'll finish.
Sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay. It's like live.
Yeah, that was totally live. Sorry about that, everyone. Where was I at? But what was the question?
First artist that.
Oh yeah, so it was like Doc Calabri. I've done stuff with a bunch of people. Beta, who's awesome. I don't know if you're familiar with their music at all. Out of Portland, amazing artist. I mean, I've done collaborations with. There's so many. I'm just trying to think. My brain's kind of drawn.
How many albums are you guys at right now? Or how many?
How many releases are Mobcore at? We are currently at 89 releases and counting.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I know. Yeah. We got some up and coming ones that are really excited about. Gartex. I'm sure you all know who Gartex is. She's going to be doing something real cool for us. Matthias, I guess, is finishing Mob Side this year. Well, sorry, Bobby, I don't mean to call you out, but it's been a minute. I'm trying to think of what else. There's a bunch of stuff that's coming out real soon, and we're just trying to keep it, fresh and keep it like a lot of the new kids. Like, there's some great new kids like Unstable Tone, Venus. I mean, just some people that are like, you wouldn't expect to hear, like Armigo out of Japan, one of my favorite records or EPs on our label, so we're just going to keep doing it. That's the plan,
Yeah, cool. All right, so we're going to change it up real quick. Favorite Chicago food?
My favorite Chicago food?
Yeah,
okay, so that's a crazy, so now that I'm a vegetarian.
Yep, still works. Your favorite food?
My personal favorite Chicago food is going to be pizza, and it's going to be tavern style. Let me grab a piece to show you. Hold on real quick. Let me grab one of these because I'm in an interview, but I'm going to explain what tavern style is to people so they can understand. Okay, so this is tavern style pizza. So this is what Chicago people eat. So just so you're aware, the world is out there. The whole deep dish thing, we don't really eat that. But yeah, no, this is the best food in the world.
Got it. Perfect. Do you want to talk about tonight's event? Any details about it? Who's playing?
Sure. So tonight we did have an unfortunate blizzard pretty much rip through the whole Midwest. We were supposed to have Blarg play. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to make it. So we have Sulfur. She's fantastic. She's going to be replacing, and we got Sasquatch headlining. I'm going to be doing a Sir.Vixx / Roarshok set, like a split set, and it's going to be really cool. We got Padlock, we got Magitech. I mean, it's a pretty stacked lineup, all in all, even though Blarg couldn't be here. We love you, Scott. We're going to get you back in the summer.
Cool. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. When we close it out, any shout-outs or anything you want to, promote your socials and stuff?
Oh yeah, for sure. So I'm going to give shout outs to all the youth. That's the main thing. And I think that we all need to do that. The Mages Guild, which is basically a good portion of them, is behind me having pizza. I'd like to give a shout out to Death by Sheep out in New York. I'm doing a new release for them coming up soon with Arcade Trauma. Ooh, I shouldn't say that out loud. Well, yeah, I guess it just came out. But, and then also just shout outs to anybody who's making music in their room and really grinding. Just keep doing it. It doesn't matter if people like it. If you like it, that's what's most important.
Cool. And yeah, so where can people find you and how do they link up with you?
Oh, absolutely. You can find me on Instagram, Sir.Vixx / Roarshok. You can find us on Bandcamp, Mobcore Chicago Bandcamp Records, .bandcamp. And I'm trying to think of what else. You can find us on SoundCloud. Well, you can find me on SoundCloud, Sir.Vixx / Roarshok. We don't have a mobcore one because unfortunately someone else took it over, and I have to still get the rights back to it. But things happen. What are you gonna do?
All right, let's close it out with you eating a Chicago Tavern pizza.
This is Chicago pizza, guys. I'm telling you right now. Now look at it. You see it? Look at it.
Yeah.